All right, it is chip of the day. Today we have a microchip MCP1541. We're looking at the 41 today. And it's a voltage reference, okay? There is a 2.5 voltage reference and a 4.096 volt voltage reference, which is the one we've got. Hence the 25 and the 41, right? 4120, you got it, right? So why such a funny number? Well, it's a power of 2, right? And so if you have a DAC and you're dividing the reference voltage by some digital number, some power of 2, this allows you to set voltages easily. Where if you had 2.5, it doesn't divide easily by powers of 2. It's a very, very simple little part. It is just 3 pins. It's a SOT23. You bring in your voltage and it outputs a voltage, and that's all there is. That's all there is to it. Now you think, oh, I'm getting 4096 and that's what I'm going to get. Now there's some tolerance on it, but we'll take a look at that. The initial accuracy is 1%, so it's going to be that number plus or minus 1%, okay? It's got a 50 ppm per degree C drift. It can output 2 milliamps. It can drive 2 milliamps. And you can either get it in a TO92 or these days, the modern days, you would do surface mount, right? Let's see here, what do we got? Electrical characteristics. So it's going to be anywhere from 4.055 to 4.137, okay? Not the 4096. It's not going to be that number unless you get really, really, really lucky. So I talked about most of this. Let's see. What else does the data sheet have? It's got some graphs. It's got some how it shifts over temperature. The 2.5 one seems to shift more than the 4.5 one. Wait a minute, 4.5. Ah, I take it back. I thought the 2.5 and the 4.1 were. Oh, I see. It is. You read the 2.5 with this y-axis, and you use this y-axis for the other one, and they're probably even scaled differently. So anyway, that's not really apples and apples, but there you go. Regulation, frequency, output impedance versus frequency, output noise, yada yada yada. Let's see here. Here's an interesting graph. Output voltage versus input voltage, and the output voltage and versus drive current. So that's the thing I was interested in. So let's say you're bringing in 5 volts, and you're outputting your thing, and here these 3 here, right? And so you're going to be here normally, and then if you start to take 2 milliamps out of it, it goes here, and minus 2 milliamps, it goes there. So it's plus or minus 0.001 volts just from outputting the drive. So you might want to buffer it depending on your application. Something like this, you might want to follow it. Now you have to worry about the drift and offset of your op amp too, but you might want to buffer it. I don't think there's. Oh, wait, here's some other ones. What's this? A negative voltage. You can just flip it upside down. Duh. And AC ADC reference. Yeah, this is the normal use case. Use it with your DAC. All right. So let's take a look at a part. All right. So this is the part that I have. I was rummaging around my bins and I found this. I don't know why I have it or why I bought it or where I got it. I don't remember. But it seems to have come from some manufacturer. You can buy this as a unit, right? And so they call it their Ref 4096. How clever. And look, they've actually measured it and wrote in pen how what they use. Now, I don't know how accurate their voltmeter was, but it says 4.099. So you kind of know ahead of time that this one's going to be a little bit high. This was from the company, I can barely read it here, www.inhans, INHANS. I don't know what they do, but that's where this little module came from. But it has that MCP part inside of it. That's all it has in here. It has the MCP. It's got a metal shield around it, which is nice, but it just has the part inside there with probably 2 capacitors, input, output. But yeah, let's go hook it up, measure it. Okay, I've got it hooked up here on the bench, inputting 5 volts, and should output 4.099. It's handwritten on the part. So let's take a look. Not quite. Not quite. This one's a little high. You know, and it could be temperature where they measured it, or aging, or who knows. But it's about almost 101 instead of 0.99. So this machine has a nice feature. If you're interested, it will vary, right? The part will vary. It's got some electrical noise and some drift and stuff like that. It'll wander around a little bit, and on displays like a matrix like this, there's a display you can do. You can turn on the display, and then you can do what's called a histogram, and you can actually over time see what's going on here. Now I've been letting this run for lunchtime. I went to lunch and came back. And it is 9,000 samples, so that's the histogram at 9,000 samples. You can clear it, and you can start all over again, and you can watch it build up. It'll eventually make that nice histogram that I had there. It'll auto scale and make it look nice and everything. So yeah, there you go. There you go. It's almost looking like a histogram now. Okay, well, that was Chip of the Day, a voltage reference, an MCP 1541.